And there we go. And congratulations, you made it. You completed the theoretical educational part and block. And whew, what a crazy intake it was. Think about that. In 9 days, you learned more about the market and overall trading than other traders literally learn within a lifetime. It's crazy how much we could have packed in with the right dedication from your side. That's why we also introduced the progress tracker. But you see how effective it can be. Literally a full transformation within literally 9 days, which is crazy when you think about it. But now with the content side being received and the knowledge gained and also your understanding hopefully, because there's also different of knowledge and actually understanding it, it's obviously essential and important that you not only have the knowledge not on paper, but also understand truthfully the content that has been taught. Because also the next step will be not only having the knowledge and the understanding, but power does not only come from knowledge, it comes from applying the knowledge. You can be the smartest person in the world. There's a lot of smart people that don't get shit done or don't get their breakthroughs because you have to apply the knowledge. And this is obviously what we're still gonna do within the event, because obviously you're in for the biggest treat ever in the industry basically. You already gain more knowledge than you could basically somewhere else within like months or years, and you gained it just here in 9 days, which is almost impossible for 99% of traders out there regardless. And now we also take a step even further and not only give you the education you already received, but then also give you the tool with the Oracle that will help you put the learned content and the theory into action to have actually a learning by doing experience with the Oracle, and obviously the guidance we give you in this goal as well. Okay, so you gained advanced content very, very fast though. So keep that in mind. It's like literally record time. If you talk about any other trader that's not in this event, you're already miles and miles and miles ahead of these people, even though it's a very fast process within literally 9 days. So everything has to be digested now, and that will obviously take some time to truly sink in, because again it's a very, very fast progress. You also can use this momentum you're currently in to obviously revise everything you learned and strengthen your foundations before we obviously continue further. Because if you reflect actually on like what happened in these 9 days, it's actually really, really crazy if you think about how fast we actually progress, because the road to the best version of yourself within a record time. Day one, literally the first day, you already learned how the market really works, and you obviously chose to take the red pill to move even further down the rabbit hole. Day two, you learned everything about liquidity, and that was for some of you, again, from the ones that didn't come from the awakening, of course, their first awakening moment of like, oh shit, that's what liquidity is, that's the liquidity types, and obviously why that even is the case inside the markets, what's the reasons behind everything. And this was the first moment where you'd be like, oh shit, realization moments. Then in day three, in just 3 days, we already taught you all the technical analysis essentials you basically need basically until eternity. And that was just in day three. But you wanted more, of course. You got the taste of blood. And you said, let's freaking go. Dive in more. And you learned Kung Fu with literally in the first 4 days, because you learned everything about the inducements you need to know. And then the journey obviously continued. Day five, more progress as you got introduced to our beautiful guide, intraday guide, Miss Asia, to add another piece of the puzzle. But of course, we didn't stop there. Day six, back to back signature and Mona setups, and you already see, boom, you're fighting your first setups. You get to know how the market actually gonna, or like how the concepts getting applied into the market. Now we're gonna put the pieces of the puzzle together, and using your kung fu you learned obviously earlier and throughout the other days to obviously defend all the attacks from the market, and obviously you experienced your first real breakthrough moments. But then, of course, we can continue even from there. Day 7, the lit cycle, and you not only were able to like take some punches from the market and block them and fighting back, but literally already dodging the bullets, and not only defending the punches, but literally dodging bullets within 1 week. Just think about that. And then day 8, the timing cycle, and as you see Knee already doing it, you're literally controlling the time aspect. You not only have to dodge the bullets anymore, you actually stop time or like control time, slow it down, understand the concept of timing, how it's applied in the market, and use that gained skill set to obviously improve even further. And then, of course, the cherry on the cake, the daily cycle variations, in which you learned all the different cycle variations, also how to identify them, and you'll be able to complete the entire puzzle pieces together and see this beautiful picture of intraday trading. So here's the quick overview of your transformation in literally record time. You can't tell me that's even possible to do this within like months for most people. You just did it within 9 days. So huge congratulations, because look at this journey. It's crazy. It's literally world record at this point. It's just mad. But that's why we call it the madness, for obvious reasons. Okay, but important. Make the most out of your knowledge now. Don't sit on your ass and be like, oh, I know everything. This is where the danger is. Again, if you build a tower like in here, the tower is high, you gained a lot of information. It's like still standing a little wobbly, because again, it's so much content you received in this short time. And again, we don't want that it falls over. You have to strengthen it, strengthen it, strengthen it. Continue further. Boom, boom, boom. Foundations. Where do I need another pipe? Or like a pile. Where do I need another like solid foundations that hold my buildings in case a King Kong comes around the corner, because we all know that your neighbor maybe turns crazy after a few beers and then runs on your tower and climbs up. And the last thing you want, that minor like obstacles or minor issues then like turn into like breaking down your tower. You know, your dog has like diarrhea and then like, oh my god, I can't trade. Blah, blah. No, you want proper foundations, a proper building, a proper tower in case something happens. Again, let's say one day of the market wasn't good. Boom, no problem. You have this strong foundation, this incredible building, an empire state building, if you want to say so, that literally nothing can shed it. Not even King Kong could make a dent into it. And again, if you like fragile with all the information you have because it's so fast, it can collapse, obviously. That's what we don't want. That's why it's very, very important that you take this record time knowledge you gained and build the proper solid foundations and the building out of it to make it as solid as possible, that all the weather, all the crazy hurricanes that came, all the crazy creatures, if it's your ex shouting at you, blah, 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 oh my god, or if it's your whatever, I don't even know, your husband or your wife or both of them. Like, who knows? Who knows? Right? So it's just important that you strengthen your foundations. And with that being said, revise everything you learned. Don't rush the process. It's a lot to take in. And the most important thing is that you build your foundations. You can rely upon literally until eternity. Become the best version of yourself. First with the theoretical content, with the knowledge, with the understanding. And then later on, again, there's still a lot of time actually left to then put the knowledge, put the understanding into actions, and that's how you truthfully will experience new levels you couldn't even imagine just 2 weeks ago. So stick to the process, but do not rush it. Take it slow. That's where the power comes in. No rush, slow, steady process. We seriously want to see you shine with this. We want to unfold your full potential and the best version of yourself. So let's put in the work. Let's go. No lazy ass movements. Put in the effort, put in the time, put in the dedication, and absolutely smash it going further. Let's go.